Afternoon, everybody. Michelle is here on this, I think it's Tuesday. Let's look. I told you on this Tuesday, September, looks like the 19th, 2023 on the West Coast. It's the afternoon. I got up pretty early this morning, as I usually do, and I recorded a video, and the video's on my YouTube page. It was a pretty long video, pretty intense. I think I'm talking about some subjects that may require a bit of contemplation before you either get upset or not, or if you accept it or not. It may be a contemplation time. You listen to it, you stop, you contemplate, you listen to it, you stop, you cultivate, and you figure out, okay, is this worth me even I can't even talk. Do I need to even involve myself with this conversation? Because I think it's a very important conversation. It's a conversation about sound. But anyway, so listen to that video when you get a chance. It's on the YouTube page, my YouTube page, under author Michelle Carruthers. Anyway, this is the Evolution of the Consciousness Love is Spoken Here podcast. And I got another episode for you, and I hope you can, kind of ride with me on this one. You understand what I mean? And when I say ride with me, do everything in your power to incorporate some type of meditation into your life. I love it when I see people meditating on social media, especially the young people, and especially people, that are close to my age. Sound is important with the meditation. If you have a hard time being focused and observe it on your breath, the in the nose, out the nose. Put some music on in the background, the Hertz sound. Research the Hertz sound and put that on in the background. And you have to keep the room dark and see what happens. Just experiment, be creative, but get yourself into the habit of no thought meditation, where you are grounded in your reality, and you can actually look around and say, you know what? Everything is actually okay. You know what? Maybe I don't need that other material item. You know what? Maybe she didn't mean to hurt my feelings, or he didn't mean to hurt my feelings. It gives you a chance. You don't want to, okay, when you're doing the no thought meditation, all you want to do is pay attention to and be grounded in reality. Okay, start with no thought meditation. If you cannot focus in on your breath, then play some music in the background, some soft, harmonic music in the background. Do your meditation session. When you're done, then you can kind of step back and contemplate on what may have conjured up in you during your meditation, because usually something does. Now, what I did just earlier, after I finished with some things, I took a walk. I took a walk around the block. Walking is fantastic for me. All I need to do is walk and work out with weights, and I'm happy. That's a great routine. That's a great routine of working out for me. I don't need to do any more. I like the weights because it keeps me strong, because I'm extremely, got a lot of strength, honey. And I like walking because it takes me out in nature. I can pay attention to how I'm stepping, so I can get into walking meditation. Because you remember with my videos, I told you about walking meditation, where I would go out in my backyard and walk around in my yard and feel my feet touching the ground, touching the grass. I'll reach out and touch my bamboo leaves and my plant leaves and blah, blah, blah. Kind of get in touch with nature that way and see how nature responds to you. So, but yeah, incorporate meditation in your life, and you'll feel, I can guarantee, that's one thing I can guarantee will open up and expand something inside of you. Okay, and it's more closer to peacefulness than chaos. Trust me. Practice it. Give yourself, if you can't get into the lotus position, don't worry about it. Sit your ass down in a chair. And if you can't sit down in a chair because your lower back, I have issues with my back sometimes. Not too, that adjustment I had last week really paid off. lay your ass down in the bed. Long as your feet are facing south and your head is facing north, do it. Lay your ass down. Sorry about that. And also when you're meditating, make sure you're facing south, and you're facing south, or your feet are facing south and your head, in the north realm. So get into it. It's so important to pay attention to the sounds in the universe, to pay attention to the sounds within you more so than anything. You generate sound as well, and how you're talking to yourself, what you're saying in your thoughts, how you're talking to people. Are you being condescending with people? Are you talking down to people? Are you trying to bestow yourself as so this piece of master, knowledgeable, and that happens a lot with a lot of people that are dealing with self-hatred. They bestow themselves as being masters of everything. Okay, and that's just a cover for insecurities and being a coward, usually. Okay, because there is no reason in the world, if you love yourself, that you would say something derogatory towards anybody else, regardless of what their behaviors and actions are. So a lot of people are using opportunities, using platforms, especially the social media platforms, as opportunities to sell their books, to sell their material, to conjure up discord, to have the black against the white, okay, the Democrat versus the Republican, the someone on the right versus the left. We're in a political season. People are trying to sell their books, they're trying to sell their material, because otherwise nobody would pay them any attention at all. Look at the faces of the people conjuring up and causing mayhem and chaos. Take a look at them, okay, and you can tell, and listen to their voice. Look at their eyes, okay? What are they doing when they're sitting in front of you if you're interviewing them, or if you're watching them on TV, okay? There's a lot of self-hatred buried in this illusion and delusion of being the know-it-all. I know it all. I'm the master of everything, okay? And there's always a particular group of people that want to be the masters of everybody and everything. Figure it out. Do the math. So, again, I took a walk earlier. Today it felt good. It's not too warm out there. And I call it my walking meditation, because when I'm doing it, I stay in touch with all my senses to the best of my ability. And it keeps me safe too, because I'm paying attention to my surroundings. Nobody's going to walk up on me in most cases, and I don't know that they're coming behind me, So take back the nature of your reality. In other words, take back your opportunity to enjoy nature, to touch a flower, to smell a flower, to see a flower, to smell a flower. Take back as much as you can of your nature and your environment. My neighborhood is the hood, so what? It still has beautiful blooming flowers. The weather is nice. I don't see a problem with it. There's trash on the ground, there's people on the ground. So be it, and so it is. There's no excuse. But be safe about it, that's all I'm saying. Especially if you're auditory. I have to always talk to my intellectual talking heads. If you can't have someone walk with you and with you when you're walking, please don't block your ears with headphones. So anyway, I wanted to go ahead and put out this episode of Evolution of the Consciousness, Love is Spoken Here podcast for today. This is possibly episode 7 or 8. I told you I can't keep track of it all. I love to share information. I love to let people know that we're all in this together. There is no difference. There is there are some preferences. There are some customs. There are some realities. There are some, but we all need to be individually allowed to do whatever we need to do to be free. We're not free per se until we are free in our consciousness, until we elevate our consciousness, until we evolve our consciousness. Okay, we're not acting as genuine human beings. So, and it has to do with our sounds. That's the key. Listen to what I said. That's the key. The sounds, the tones. We have to work on that. And it starts with meditation. So if you want to meditate with music, meditate with music. See if you can see if you can focus on listening to every string, every chord, every instrument that's playing in the music based on what you're listening to. And if you start thinking about something else, bring yourself back. Bring yourself back. Bring yourself back. So I hope everyone is having a magnificent day, marvelous day, fantastic day, because I am. I'm getting ready to put together this this one piece of furniture that I've been procrastinating on for a while, and I do need to get it up and running. I'm gonna get this it's a storage table or a storage unit or something where I can start storing my books and get because it is kind of cluttered in here, and I don't like clutter. It kind of bothers me a little bit. So because I'm visual, I like to see things in order. But I'll get over it. It's not a obsession or a that I need to be carrying on about it. But yeah. So I'm going to do everything I can to get this thing put together today, because I have some plans for tomorrow and the following day and blah, blah, blah. So I just want to reach out to everyone and tell you to please be gentle with yourself as well. When you're healing yourself, that can be painful. Okay, be gentle. When you are recovering yourself, that can be painful too. Just be gentle. There's no need to add, as they say, add fuel to the fire. When you're healing yourself, when you're healing yourself, that means you're wounded. When you're recovering, means you're wounded, right? So be gentle as you're dealing with these complexities and these things that are going to be conjuring up. When you meditate, things do conjure up because you need to resolve it. You need to resolve it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and send peace and love to everybody all over the stars and the moon and the mountains. Be gentle is how I want to end it. Again, this is the evolution of the consciousness. Love is spoken here. My name is Michelle Carruthers. Talk to you soon. And trust me, I'll be back.